Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jordan, what's going on? Patrick, Jordan again. First time breaking with us. Let's see, first time here with you. Picked a few Diamondbacks up. Which guys did you get? What's going on, Jason? Patrick, first timer also. Yeah, there were. It looked like there were a lot of first timers tonight. We normally have like a pretty regular crew, but it looks like we mixed things up tonight. Let me take a look to see if there was anything left over. For those of you guys who are new to our breaks, we take all of the players, all of the non-firsts, which there were only non-firsts that were left over that weren't purchased in the auctions, and we break them up by divisions to make it easy for you guys to pick up more spots. And we make them 50 cents per spot, so a deep discount off what they would have gone off of eBay. So I'm going to drop in that division information right now to start things off. So, what's going on? Tracy new here also. JW, I'm going to drop in the info right now. Diamondbacks specifically. Blackman, Bellinger, Welker, Haseon Kim, Ramos, Bishop, Ketel Marte. Looks like he's the only one. Zach, not yet. We still have a few spots that haven't been paid for. There were some firsts, but I didn't see anything too big. Let's see. Darren, what's going on? Chris, first timer, also looking for some color Sotos. All right, so the division information that I mentioned, as I dropped in there, yep, first person to type it into the chat can claim the division. So it's AL West, 9 spots for $4.50. Nathan already claimed the NL Central, 7 spots for $3.50. Let me just grab my PayPal and Venmo info so I could put that up. Some Sawinski for John. We've had some Sawinski luck recently. So we have a new case of hobby, and we're going about halfway through our case of jumbo. So let's see what we can do. All right, Nathan gets the NL Central for $3.50. Alan getting ahead, just ahead of Chris for NL East. Alan also getting AL Central, and Chris getting AL East, Patrick getting NL West. So Alan, NL West, and AL Central. NL East and AL Central. So that is a total of $4.50 for the AL Central, and NL East is 6, so $10.50. Alan. And if anybody needs me to type the PayPal or Venmo in, I know the Venmo's a little tough to read. I can type that into the chat also. Nathan also taking the AL West. AL West was 9 spots for $4.50. Let me just make sure I'm getting everybody. Chris, AL East. And that was AL East. 12 spots, $6. And the PayPal is hoticebreaks@gmail.com. I'll type it into the chat too. Let's see, did I miss anybody? We got Chris, we got Alan, we got Nathan, and Patrick NL West. And the NL West was 11 spots for $5.50. Let me just get right to it now and drop those player lists in there for you guys. So the AL West coming in, dropping in first. Patrick, what a guy. Sending Ketel Marte over to the Diamondbacks fan, who was JW Breaks. All right, so AL West spots are there. AL Central spots. AL East spots. Now we're gonna pull the Marte paper superfractor if that's a thing. NL Central and NL East. So those are the lists of players that you guys are chasing tonight. All right. I think that was everything. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we miss something? NL West, AL West, AL East, NL East, NL Central. Did anybody take the AL Central? Alan took the AL Central. Yep. Everything is taken. Let's see. Just got the PayPals from Nathan, Allen, Chris, and Patrick. Thank you, guys. Let me take a look to see if there's anything that still hasn't been paid for. We always give them until 9:05. It's 9:08 now, so that is plenty of time. So Yoswar Garcia sold for $750. Gavin Conticello sold for $3. Those are the easy two. So that was Yoswar Garcia for $750 or Gavin Conticello for $3. Chris taking Gavin. For $3. Chris, you got it. Let me just cancel that order in eBay to make sure that's clear for you. All right. The Gavin Conticello order is canceled in eBay, and that is all yours, Chris. Thanks, Patrick. We try to do it quick so we can get right to the break, and I try to have everything organized when we get in. So we give you guys as quick a shot as possible to take any spots. We still have Yoswar Garcia. I was about to say Garcia Parra. Yoswar Garcia available for $7.50 if anybody wants. Steve, you got it. Let me cancel that one in eBay. We got a lot of first timers today. Welcome, Paul, also. All right, clearing out Yoswar on eBay, and that one is clear for you, Steve. For everybody who just purchased any spots in the chat, no, Steve, it's going to be on Venmo or PayPal. I just canceled the order in eBay because the person hadn't paid yet. So $750 through either PayPal or Venmo. For any of you guys who just claim spots, since I know there's a lot of new guys tonight, just let me know one of the players that you purchased in the auction so I can make sure that I can match your username in eBay to your name in either PayPal or the chat here. So anybody who just claimed any spots, just let me know who you purchased on eBay. And then there was one more order that was more complicated that I may just offer up as if anybody wants all of them, I'll just sell them all because I don't want to break it up into 6 or 7 different spots. All right. So somebody had Eduardo Vaughn, Jaron Duran, Mason Albright, Michael Triana, Misael Gonzalez, Randy Vasquez, and Wilman Candelario. And they paid they were supposed to pay $35. So if anybody's interested in that, it's Eduardo Vaughn, Jaron Duran, Mason Albright, Michael Triana, Misael Gonzalez, Randy Vasquez, Wilman Candelario. 3 of those guys are auto only: Candelario, Mason Albright, and Eduardo Vaughn. Duran rookie, Triana first, Misael Gonzalez first, Randy Vasquez first. If anybody, let's see. It looks like Alan was the first one to say he would take it, and the only one to say he would take it. So, Alan, that's yours. Nice grab, Alan. Let me just cancel that in eBay to make sure that one's cleared. And then I'll type the names of all the players you just claimed in there so you have it in here too. All right, Alan, that one is about to be cleared for you. And it is loading and spinning and clear for you, Alan. 35 for that, Alan. We just type the names of those guys in, then we'll start choosing our boxes. Eduardo Vaughn, Duran, Albright. Thank you, Steve. Just saw that come through. Triana. Misael Gonzalez. Randy Vasquez. And Candelario are all part of Alan's lot. Hey man, gonna send the 3. Something is going on. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Chris. Darren the Meb. I think Meb would type one of my players into the chat if I ask. I don't know if Meb's here yet, but you could always give it a shot. All right, guys, let's start choosing our boxes. If anybody needs me to put this back up, I can put it back up or type it into the chat. We always try and have extra boxes here, so we can choose which ones we want to break out of. So starting with our retail, we have 2 blaster boxes, 1 up top, 2 on the bottom. First person to say 1 or 2 in the chat can choose which one of those boxes we open. 1 up top, 2 on the bottom. John calling number 2. Then we have the Mega right behind that. So again, 1 up top, 2 on the bottom. Next person to type something in or type 1 or 2 into the chat can call the Mega. Steve, was that 2 for the Mega? All right. 2 for the Mega. Then we're going to go. We only have 1 Sapphire box here, so that's the one we're going to break. We only have 1 first edition here. We have 4 hobbies fresh out of the case. Brand new case just opened. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Chris calling number 1. And the jumbos in the back, 1 or 2. Just got that payment. Chris, thank you. And Chris and Steve calling 1. Making my life a little bit easier. For those new guys in here, I'm a Mets fan. That's why the Mets game with the Mets announcers is on in the background, if anybody can hear it. So Mets fans over here. One other thing to mention, since there are a lot of new people in here, we have a Facebook group. If anybody's interested in joining, we are going to try and start running some things off of the Facebook group. Sorry to hear, Patrick. Not this year, finally. But we're also running a promo through the end of the year. So it started at the beginning of started at the beginning of August. We are keeping standings for the second half of the year. And at the end of every break, we rank our top 3 hits of the break. So number 1 gets 3 points, number 2 gets 2 points, number 1 gets 1 point. And the person at the end of the year who has accumulated the most points will get their choice of a couple different hobby boxes. Second place will get their choice of mega boxes, and third of blaster boxes. So if you're interested in being part of that promo, I just put the Facebook group info in there. You have to be a member of the Facebook group. That's the only stipulation. And I think right now our leader has 7 points, and those were all from the last 2 breaks. I'm enjoying the way the Yankees have been playing the last couple weeks, Ryan. All right. And let's choose which box we want to start with tonight. We're going to go retail first. So do we want to go mega first, or do we want to go blaster first? Small to big. So it looks like JW wants blaster first then. We'll go blaster first. I also hope that Beatty hits another home run. I have all of my Beatty cards up for sale right now. Not that there's all that many, but my brother has, I think, a half dozen of his first auto 9.5 up. Some refractors, some bases, and Beatty just made an error. All right, everybody, good luck tonight. Let's see if we can get that Marte Super Fractor or some Sawinskis. We have our blaster box empty, and we're starting it off there. We always scan through the papers. We pause for any to call out any rookies or any firsts. So Matt Vierling is our first one there. Shane Baz, Robert Dominguez, and then our chromes. We slow down for the chromes and take a look at all of them. Oops, let's make sure to keep it in camera. Emmanuel Rodriguez and Helio Ramos. We sleeve up all of our first chromes live in the break. But if there's anything else that you see that you want me to sleeve up live in the break, let me know. All chrome cards will be sleeved before they get sent out in the mail, but happy to sleeve anything right away that you guys want me to sleeve up. We have Luis Gil, Edward Cabrera, Rookie of the Year favorites, Jackson Cower, Ronier Quintero, and chromes of Branlin Jaraba and Zayed Salinas, getting our first chromes on the board. Who else do we have fans of? Sounded like no new Met fans tonight. Patrick, Padres. Thoughts on how the rest of the season's going to go now without Tatis? Ryan, Astros fan. Tracy, Goldie. Ooh, Gary, Braves fan. I'm going to be cheering against you tonight. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Ryan Velotti, Brady House, High Five Futures, Victor Lizarraga, Luis Matos, and Jose Pastrana. Best team in the league, the D-backs. I mean, Your farm system's turning into one of the best systems in the league. At least you got that going. Jackson Cower, Gavin Sheets, Juan Yepez, Khalil Watson, Bowman in 3D, Bryce Terang, top 100, Alejandro P.A. Paper, Eduardo Lopez Chrome, and there's our first Brett Beatty Chrome. Let's leave that one up in honor of his home run last night, as I'm sure Gary was excited about. Gary, what do you think of the Harris deal? I feel like they potentially just got a really good deal there. $72 million for 8 years with the way Harris looks so far. Matt Manning, Colton Welker, Austin Henrik, Virtuosic. We have our first serial numbered card coming up in paper. Robert Hassel, Alvin Guzman. We have a fuchsia first. Dory Lorenzo, numbered to 299. 168 of 299. Ian Lewis and Tyler Soderstrom. Ryan rooting for some Beatties tonight. They have been selling well since he hit that home run last night. Let me open up our top loaders. Let's see. Zach Allen is looking really good. Is Jacob Steinmetz going to be a thing, or is that all the hype of being the first Hasidic Jewish player drafted in ever? I think. Dory Lorenzo getting our first top-loaded card out of the blaster box. Looks like we got a Junior San Quentin in the back, and that's probably going to be our only serial number card of the box. At least it was a first. Lars Nootbaar, Brian De La Cruz, Gunnar Henderson, top 100. Number 75 there. I think he's number 3 now. Andrew Lara, Urabel Angeles, Carlos Aguiar, and Junior San Quentin finishes out the blaster. We'll go Mega next, and then we'll let you guys choose what we pull after that. Steve, old Mets fan from Brooklyn. Between Jordan Lawler, Corbin Carroll, I don't know what Alec Thomas is doing since he got called up. And who's the first pick of the draft this year? Why am I blanking on his last name? Uh-oh. Really? How did he make it home on that? Gary, how did that happen? All right, we'll go with the regular packs first. Leave the megas till the end. Patrick, first off the line, you mean first edition? First edition is actually the third most expensive box in this break at current pricing. It was originally a lot higher. Colton Welker, James Wood, Alan Cerda, Misael Gonzalez, and it's not guaranteed an auto, so I like to try and keep a guaranteed auto for the last box. Jose Rodriguez, Spencer Torkelson. That Harris and Vaughn combination. There's our first Ketel Marte. Jaron Duran, Kyle Mueller, Spencer Strider, Denzer Guzman, Spencer Torkelson, Rodolfo Nolasco, Chromes of Alvin Guzman and Leo Verpaguero. Best record in the major leagues, Adrian. They beat the Mets and the Yankees up pretty bad in back-to-back series. Shohei Ohtani, Luis Verdugo, Matt Frazier, Luis Gonzalez, and Pedro Pineda Chromes. Patrick says negative. I mean, even with the Yankees playing the way they are right now, I'd still be afraid of them when it gets to playoff time. Oops. Show the back card. We have Otto Lopez, Reed Detmers, Bramlin Jaraba, Ellie De La Cruz, Max Muncy getting on the board, Jackson Chourio on the board for the first time for, I believe, Jeremy was the owner of him, Shalin Polanco. Let's top load that Chourio. Chourio seems to now be the hottest selling player in this set. It was certainly not the case when the product was launched. Khalil is probably tier 2 or tier 3 now. Ellie De La Cruz, number 2 in the set. Deservingly, Ellie De La Cruz up there. All right, let's see our Mojos. Starting off with an Averson Artiga, nice card. Edgar Cuero been hitting pretty well recently. Jake Berger, Anthony Rodriguez, and Nico Cavadas. Sleeve up all of these. Cavadas, Rodriguez, Jake Berger, Cuero, and Artiga. We'll top load both of them. We pulled a couple weeks ago, for people who weren't here, our first ever Miners Special, Artiga, number 249. That was out of a first edition box. That was definitely the coolest card we pulled that day. Probably one of the coolest cards I think I've ever pulled, at least looks-wise. All right, our second Mojo pack. Matt Frazier, Michael Escato, Jordan Walker, High Five Futures, Alvin Guzman, and Yuribel Angeles. Not too much out of the Mojo packs. Last box, I think we pulled a fuchsia and I forgot what the other color was. They were not big-time prospects, but two serial numbered cards. Today, not getting any. All right, do we want to go first edition, Sapphire, or Hobby next? Let's see. Dodgers have been the best record. Yeah. Would be hard to root against either the Astros or the Dodgers. I think the Mets could take the Dodgers, though. With Scherzer and DeGrom in. And Walker Buehler out for the season. Any Pedro Leones or Pete Crow Armstrongs? I don't think so. Not yet. Steve rooting for the Rays. I could definitely get behind that. We have 2 people saying Sapphire next. All right, we're going to get our first auto guaranteed here. I think the best auto we've pulled out of our first 5 Sapphires was a Trace Sweeney Aqua, number 125 or 99. I think 125. See if we can repeat that. Harris, go ahead, run. Yeah, the go ahead RBI. Hope the Mets do take the Dodgers. Easier for the Padres to beat. I don't know. They'd have to make it to the CS first. I would think that it would be Mets against the Dodgers in the NLCS. Hard to see it. Us playing them any other way if it wasn't the ALC or NLCS. Garrett Mitchell, Robert Dominguez, Colton Cowser, Jay Allen. Zach, you have Jay Allen tonight? You finally got a Sapphire. Wrong release for him and Cowser. Dominguez and Garrett Mitchell. Sleeving up all of our Sapphire cards here since there aren't too many. Astros winning the ship this year, Chase says. Adel Amador, Malcolm Nunez, Luca Tresh, Sedane Rafaela. Nice card for Rafaela. Rafaela, Tresh, Malcolm Nunez, and Adel Amador. Angels wasting away the two best players. Yep. Can't argue that. All right, still all base. Alejandro P.A. first. Yoelqui Cespedes, Diego Cartaya, and Carlos Aguilar. Aguilar and P.A. first. Cartaya and Cespedes, non-first. Pack number 4 of 8. We went really negative on Trout last Thursday in the break. Seems like we may be going there again. There we go. James McCann getting a little extra base hit. Heriberto. I've been saying this wrong for 2 years now. Heriberto Hernandez. I just caught it this week. Alvin Guzman, Jeter Downs, and C.J. Abrams. Steve saying first. What does first mean? First edition next. All right, let's see. It looks like these stacks are about even. I'm going to go to the right ones first. I feel like the auto has always been on the right side, second pack. And maybe I'm wrong. We have an orange, possibly in the auto spot. Emmanuel Rodriguez. Maximo Acosta. It is not a first. Errol Vera, orange sapphire, number 250. And Justice Thompson. We have now pulled 3 orange sapphires in our last 2 boxes, and none of them have been firsts. Acosta, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and Vera orange. Last time it was Robert Hassel and Blaze Jordan. This time we start off with an Errol Vera. Somebody had to. I was waiting for somebody to say it. Do we know if he's brothers with Norrie? Roberto's going to be a good one. I don't know a ton about him besides the fact that he was a Ranger and then got traded to Tampa. We have a Junior Sanchez, Alexander Vargas, Benjamin Bailey, and Maki Backstrom. One of the guys that we pulled a fuchsia mojo of last week, Maki Backstrom. Benjamin Bailey, Junior Sanchez, and Alexander Vargas. Still looking for our auto. One orange already on the board. Let's see what we can do with the auto. I know it doesn't have to be a first because I saw somebody pull a one of our normal breakers. Jeff pulled a Marcelo Red out of 2022. It looks like we're gonna get a teal auto. Jose Salas, Elijah Tatis. Teal auto is Daryl Hernandez, 95 of 99. For Kelvin DeCastro, last card in the pack. Hernandez, nice hit. Not a tier 1 or 2 or probably even 3 prospect, but An organization that's starting to look pretty good in Baltimore. I see so many of his autos and breaks. I'm gonna go start buying that guy. Are you talking about Ernest? I think that might only be the second or third time I've ever seen an Ernest auto. I think it might be second. And last pack, this is our sixth box now, and we have still not pulled a base Sapphire. People have told me they exist. I would rather not find out, I guess. Simon Muzziotti, Ronnie Mauricio, Christian Roa, and Jose Ramos finishes off the Sapphire box. Not a bad start, though, for the Hernayaz spot. First card on the board in the background. Auto number to 99. Got some Ronnie Mauricio for the Met fans out there. All right. I think Steve said go first edition next. Can I get a second on that? Do we want to go first edition before we go hobby? Let's see. I think there were 3 in the break that you were in the last couple of days. Wow. 5 hobby cases, 20 Sapphire boxes. That's an awesome format. Gary agreeing. First edition next. I can't believe this game's already in the 8th inning. It's going to be a tight race down the stretch, Gary. Hobby Legends. From what I've heard, they're good breakers. While I get these out, I'm going to mention especially since we have so many new people here tonight, we run Thursdays and Sundays here. So we are breaking on Sunday also. That's going to be a Bowman Draft 2021 3-box, a Super Jumbo, a Light, and a Sapphire. If you are interested in that product, we run that every Sunday. The one thing that's worth noting is somebody took our picture and directly copied it, but just took our logo off and replaced it with the word player break. So just keep an eye out for our regular guys and anybody planning on joining. There is an auction ending directly after ours that is not us. It's just somebody that took our image. Luis Gonzalez, Khalil Watson, Justice Thompson, Simon Muzziotti, Bobby Witt, Elijah Tatis, let's see. Appreciate the Sapphire Auto for Tony. I'm happy we could pull it for you. Patrick rooting for the Mets tonight. Mets schedule is a bit more friendly in September. Yeah, for sure. It's a rough couple weeks with our schedule, but it definitely gets friendly after that. Gary, yeah, I'm definitely open to doing other formats of boxes. I've been really enjoying the Super Jumbo Sapphire Light for Bowman Draft because it gets a lot of autographs in there, and everybody loves Sapphire. So I've been doing that way. But happy to hear other requests for 2022 or 2021 draft, which are the 2 products we're running now. All right. Roberto Hernandez, Garrett Mitchell, Jose Salas, Zayed Salinas, George Valera, Dory Lorenzo, Ricardo Genovese, Ed Howard, and Marco Luciano. I have our order in for our first box of 2022 Chrome. There's no release date on that yet. I actually just checked last night. It's getting late to not have a release date on that yet. Let's see. 2020 Bowman Draft. 2020 Bowman Draft. Oh, you're saying go with some older products? Gary, funny, I was actually looking at buying some 2020 Bowman Draft and trying to do a player break of it. I'm definitely considering that. I'll post it in the Facebook group if we're going to do it so everybody knows to keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I'm definitely considering that. The wax is actually not insanely priced considering the huge prospects that have been coming up out of that product recently. All right, we got our first serial numbered card. It's blue. Behind the CJ Abrams, it's a Tyler Soderstrom numbered to 150. 4 of 150 for the A's, I think, top prospect. Jordan Lawler, Colton Cowser, Michael Escato. Brennan Davis, Luke Waddell, Dustin Harris, Samad Taylor, Tristan Cassis. Any Topps triple threads breaks this year? No, I haven't been able to get hit breaks going. They're not really, they don't get a ton of interest through eBay, and we're trying to get the Facebook group up and running, but well, that's still a work in progress. The only box that I have that I could potentially run a hit break with is what's this back here? Topps 5-star. And that's 2021, not 2020. So not the same quality class that will be in the 2021 product. Brandon Jaraba, Alan Cerda, Sky Blue. Demez, Mauricio, Bello, Valenzuela, Ford, Preciado, Cerda again, and Torque. Let's safe up that Cerda after we get this pack open. Let's see. We'll go through this pack first. Austin Henrik, Reginald Preciado. There's finally a PCA. Harry Ford, Adele Amador, Fidel Montero, Brian Bello, Ellie De La Cruz, Maximo Acosta, and Curtis Mead. Getting some big names on there. Only 3 foil parallels so far, and 1 serial number. Assuming that's going to heat up at some point. What's a hit break? I'll go through it after this pack. Labrada, Misael Urbina, Oswaldo Cabrera, Anthony Rodriguez, Royce Marquintana, Benjamin Bailey, Alexander Ramirez, Jose Rodriguez, Fran Alduy, and Leo Verdugo. A hit break would be, so there are only 2 cards in this box. So there would just be 2 spots in the break, and each person hit. So you would just split the box between the 2 people who entered the break. It would be a little bit more interesting if you did it with something like this Crown Royal that has 8 cards inside, and then we would randomize everybody in the break, and the person whose name is on top chooses the first card out of the box that they're interested in, and then the second person on the list would get to choose second, and so on until it gets down to the 8th spot. So if there's only 2 cards, that's pretty straightforward, but if there's 8 cards, then it gets to the point where people get to do a little bit more choosing. Winner takes all, no. That would be, what's that called? There's a name for that, where you do battling cases, battling something like that, where you compete with somebody and whoever's box has more value that gets both of the boxes. Lenyon Sosa, Yoswar Garcia getting on the board with the sky blue foil. Soderstrom, Baker, Orelvis Martinez, James Wood, Amador, Frazier, Tatis, and Lorenzo. Might just be called box battles. Case War, thank you, Ryan. I like mine better since it has 2 Bs, but we got a yellow number to 75 coming up. Is it going to be a first? It is. Darryl Hernandez having a night. Who is our Hernandez guy? Tony getting a 51 of 75 and a 95 of 99 Hernandez auto. Hernandez getting all of our hits so far. All right, Peyton Wilson, Roberto Campos, Curtis Mead, Cartaya, Urbina, Rincones, Valenzuela, Pineda, and Preciado. That guy again. Tony having a nice night in the first 3 boxes. First 4 boxes. Sky Blue coming up behind the Brady Allen, Brennan Davis, Robert Dominguez, Royce Marquintana, Jose Rodriguez, Blaze Jordan, Yonkenzie Noel, Alexander Ramirez, Trey Sweeney, Luca Tresh. Brendan Davis, potentially a good buy right now. I saw the demand has already spiked for Josh Young, who just came off the DL and is hitting over 330 with some a couple extra base hits in his first week back. Anybody has a Josh Young PC? Maybe a potential time to sell on this spike. Rodolfo Nolasco, Jose Pastrano, Sky Blue Foil, Garrett Mitchell, Hedbert Perez, Raquelvin DeCastro, Lou Rod, Vargas, Ellie, Bobby Witt Jr., and Francisco Alvarez. Time for Noelvi, yeah. And time for Noelvi to come up to the majors in Cincy. Nori Vera, next Sky Blue is a J-Rod. Christian Roa, Henry Davis, Benjamin Bailey. There is a Noelvi. Called it out, and there he is. Adley Rushman, Alvin Guzman, Heriberto Hernandez, and Pedro Pineda. Let's top load that J-Rod. Nice looking card there for the J-Rod spot. Need some Churio color. Yeah, just that one chrome so far, Jeremy. Looks like more Sky Blue. Leo Verdugo, Ronnie Mauricio, Sky Blue. There's a Churio. Say his name, and he comes up the last two packs. Lara, Churio, Gonzalez, Arteaga, Triana, Oswaldo Cabrera, Yoribel Angeles, and Yoelqui Cespedes. That's some med type stuff. He's not here tonight, so other people are making calls. Patrick's trying it again. Max Muncy, another Sky Blue, Jan Kenzie Noel, nice card there. Genovese, Acosta, Jimenez, Luis Angel Acuna, Carlos Aguiar, George Valera, Jose Salas, and Khalil Watson. Does Tatis have a Hall of Fame chance anymore? I was listening to somebody who I don't really respect as a baseball analyst saying yes, because by the time he retires, all of the steroid guys will be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if I agree with that take. Anybody watches Sports Talk Nonsense? Hopefully Mike's not in this room tonight, but that is the podcast I'm talking about. Dario Lopez, Rodolfo Nolasco, Sedane Rafaela, Zach Veen, Jordan Lawler, Jackson Churio again, Diego Velasquez, Jay Allen, Jose Ramos, Tristan Casas. For sure, but I mean, it has to hurt knowing that you mortgaged to win now, and now you're going to be missing one of the two big guys that you were trying to win the championship with. There's a Beatty, James Wood, Sky Blue, nice card. Pedro Leon, Austin Henrik, Robbie Martin, Muziati, Frelick, Baez, Sawinski, and Misael Gonzalez. Noel and James Wood coming out in Sky Blue the last two packs. I didn't say Noel. You said Noelvi. Definitely a nice wood hit. Love breaks. Hate that you're addicted to them. I've been there. We got another Sky Blue. Yorbit Vivas, Luis Angel Acuna, Ian Lewis, Christian Hernandez, Fran Aldui, Alcantara, Eddie's Leonard, Justice Thompson, Penango, and Quintero. Tony, no reason to hate it tonight for you. Still looking. The autos are a possibility in here. Still haven't seen one in some time. Probably about 6 or 7 breaks. Sky Blue coming up behind the Wilman Diaz, Reginald Preciado, Logan Cerny, Alexander Vargas, Jay Allen, Shalin Polanco, Arel Vera, Denzer Guzman, Henry Mendez, and Marco Luciano. Shorter print run for first edition, yes. For sure. Secret to budgeting for cards is not telling your wife. Ryan, and let's see, Paul, beginning collector here. Understand what first edition is, but where is the card? Where's the value compared to your standard Bowman card? Honestly, I mean, what do you guys think? It looks like Patrick says shorter print run, but I feel like the fact that it's a paper card versus a chrome card kind of actually ends up putting them right about on an even playing field. Ooh, we got some orange. Can we get something big in orange? It is a first. What team do we have? Phillies. Logan Cerny, number 13 of 25. Very nice hit for the Cerny spot. Some first orange. First time we've got our orange to come out the right way in a few breaks. All right, Malcolm Nunez, Max Muncy, Luca Tresh, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Victor Lizarraga. There's another Noelvi, Yosmar Garcia, Matos, and Ramos. Let's see. Paul, not really a better stock. Paper foils are where the value is, but they are extremely delicate. Definitely agree with that take, Keela. Alvin Guzman, Francisco Alvarez, Raquelman De Castro, Christian Hernandez, Frelick, Rincones, Austin Martin, Trey Sweeney, Michael Escato, and Colson Montgomery. Not a ton of Colson Montgomerys on the board, so good to see that coming out. Samad Taylor, Nico Cavadas, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Henry Davis, Kevin Alcantara, Henry Mendez, Brandon Jaraba, Victor Lizarraga, Sagasti, Valenzuela. 4 packs left out of the first edition. Let's see. Is that the first Colson Montgomery? Honestly, it might be. I don't remember saying his name again in this break. We have a sky blue coming up behind the Helio Ramos. It is a Khalil Watson sky blue. Nice hit for the Watson spot on a little kind of color match there. Khalil Watson, James Wood, Kenzie Noel, all on the board, and J-Rod, not bad either. Malcolm Nunez, Luis Gonzalez. There's our second Colson Montgomery. Diego Velasquez, J-Rod, Machado, Cavadas, and Salinas. That Watson could be close to the nicest card that came out of this box so far. Matt Frazier, Campos, Beatty, Baker, Angeles, Vargas, Jimenez, Ortega, Aguiar, Nick Gonzalez. Let's see. These packs look like they're about the same size. Astros. Uh-oh. Oh, it's going to drop. Jeez. Seeing Bermuda Triangle there. Oh, and Lindor's out. What a mess. Robert Dominguez, Michael Triana, Jose Pastrana, Warming Berna Bell, Eddie's Leonard, Isaac Pacheco, Andrew Lara, Luca Tresh, Hedbert Perez, Yoelqui Cespedes. What a messy out that was. And our last pack of first edition, one more sky blue coming behind the Ed Howard. It's an Anthony Rodriguez, Sedana Rafaela, Hernandez, Minier, Anthony Rodriguez, Maki Backstrom, Jonathan Clisset, Eduardo Lopez, and Victor Lizarraga finishes the box off. All right, I'm going to move over some of these cards, and then we're going to go to the hobby box next. 21-5, the Astros won. That's a statement. That also might have been the first Class A. Yeah, I agree with that. I was thinking that too, Patrick. All right, hobby next. One auto coming out of this one. See if we can add somebody to that background besides Hernandez. You almost had Clase and Montgomery, I'm guessing. Still a lot of time left. Still a lot of hits left in this break. And our hobby box is empty. All right, starting off the hobby box. Papers, we have not much to start. Cal Raleigh, Rookie of the Year favorites. Andrew Lara, Alvin Guzman, Jeter Downs, Matt Frazier, and Elijah Tatis Chromes. Let's see if the say Montgomery got too high. Yeah, Montgomery wasn't the highest I've ever seen him go, but definitely on the higher side. I think 117 was where he went tonight. Ooh, this feels thick. I'm guessing maybe we have an Invicta. No, maybe I'm just used to the first edition packs. We have an Otto Lopez, Reed Detmers, J-Rod Bowman in 3D. First time I've seen this card. I like that insert set. George Valera, Mayer, Khalil Watson. Some more Darryl Hernandez and some Sal Frelick. Going for the Tatis Rainbow. It's, should be able to get some decent value for him. There's a J-Rod, keeping it going across the top row. Wish Jordan would start hitting bombs again. I'm hoping that... Who's up next? Is it McNeil? Manages to hit a bomb here. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Ryan Velotti, Lucas Gill, Spencer Torkelson, Bowman in 3D, Benjamin Bailey, Jordan Walker, and Maximo Acosta Chrome. We were talking about that last week and saying I feel like it makes sense for the Padres to sign him, try and develop him. Although that was before the Tatis steroid issue. O'Neal Cruz finally on the board. I think that might be his first card. Jackson Cower, Oswaldo Cabrera, Warming Burnett Bell, Will Wagner, and Darren Baker. Matt Vierling, Shane Baz, Jackson Cower, Gavin Sheets, Juan Yepez. I feel like we're missing an insert here. Urabel Angeles, Anthony Rodriguez, Fran Aldui, and Tyler Soderstrom. I think I might have said Warming Bernabell's name once before. It definitely wasn't a huge card. It might have been a paper, if anything. Cruz batting over 200 still. Started off really well. Ooh, looks like we have some purple lava in the back. Nice steal. Diego Cartaya, Virtuosic. Jason Dominguez, Henry Mendez, Samad Taylor, Jose Ramos, and we have a first on the purple lava, Ricardo Genovese, number 15 of 250. Genovese, nice hit there. Purple lava coming out the right way. Off to a good start with our short prints in the hobby box. Yeah, I love that Topps finally got creative with the lava look this year. And we have a speckle coming up too. Edward Cabrera, Virtuosic Trace Sweeney, Victor Lizarraga, Robert Dominguez, Colt Kauser, Simon Muzziotti, and an Andrew Lara speckle. Oops, gotta sleeve that Muzziotti. Andrew Lara, that is card number 168 out of 299 for who I assume is still a Nationals prospect. First Mets series loss against the National League East team this year. Not a bad way to live. Carlos Colmenares, High Five Futures. Ian Lewis, Beatty, Acuna, Michael Escato, Ronnie Mauricio. Bowman does a great job with their cards. I like them better than Topps. Yeah, the resale seems to be better than Topps. Right about time for them to start tanking. No, Keola. I don't know if anybody saw the new Topps release that's coming out for the first time this year. It's a new Topps Chrome set that is I can't remember the name of it. If anybody knows how to search upcoming releases on like Steel City or somewhere, there's a Topps Chrome release that is coming out for the first time this year. It's a crazy looking product. I can't remember what it's called, but good to see Topps getting creative with their cards finally and taking took them a while after Panini did. Matt Manning, Bo Naylor, top 100, Nico Cavadas, PCA, Martin Jimenez, and Yorobel Angeles. I guess it took Fanatics taking him over. Keola, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I'm not going to – when the Mets were on like a, 17 out of 20 game streak, and I was like, I'm not going to say a word because as soon as I say something, it's gonna end. Joe Ryan, Josiah Gray, Rodolfo Castro, Connor Wong, Josh Lowe, Triana, Baez, and Jordan Lawler, papers. Valenzuela and Jeter Downs, chromes. Nothing too huge out of this box yet, but we still have our auto coming. Jordan Lawler, High Five Futures. Estevan Machado and Heriberto Hernandez. I feel like I've said Heriberto Hernandez's name like a half a dozen times. Fanatics is cutting out the distributors next year for Topps. I did hear that. I'm curious to see how that goes. I mean, currently we're small. We don't get any kind of discounting, so things couldn't really get worse for us, I think. It would basically just stay the same. Hoy Park, Cal Raleigh, Alejo Lopez, Carlos Colmenares, top 100, Logan Cerny, Diego Rincones, Sedane Rafaela, and Victor Labrada chromes. Cosmic, thank you, Patrick. Yeah, I'm interested to see if it catches on at all, but it's going to at least be a cool new looking thing that Topps does. Yeah, Keola, that's definitely part of what I'm hoping for. How about those Braves, Gary? Who welcomed Gary back? Colton Welker. Benny Montgomery, High Five Futures. Junior San Quentin, Lenyon Sosa, Brett Beatty. Gary, I bought this card to Raz, but if you have any interest in it, let me know. Luke Waddell, Red Sapphire, 8 of 10. Since you're a Braves guy, shoot me a message on eBay or Facebook or Instagram or somewhere afterwards if you're interested. See if we could do some kind of deal. I saw it on my slabs and looked too good to pass up. Heriberto Hernandez again. Royce Mark Quintana, Luke Waddell, speaking of, and Anthony Rodriguez, name I think I've said a lot of as well tonight. The Braves broke your heart last year, Ryan. Are you which team that the Braves beat did are you a fan of? Lars Nootbaar, Brian De La Cruz, Vidal Brujan means we should finally get a Wander at some point in this box. George Kirby, Ronier Quintero, Alejandro P.A., Ellie De La Cruz finally getting a chrome, and Warming Berna Bell finally getting a chrome. I want to say that means there's going to be a James Wood somewhere in this box also with this collation. Berna Bell and Ellie getting their first chrome cards out. Let's see, Houston. When did you pull that Red Waddell? Tony, that Red Waddell I bought on my slabs last week, actually. Seth Beer, Brandon Marsh, Vidal Brujan, Rookie of the Year favorites. Luis Gonzalez, Jack Sawinski finally getting a chrome, and Adrian Sagasti. Colson and Wood are together in the same pack. Maybe that's what I was remembering. Maybe not in this collation then. Oh, Tony, sorry we confused you there. Still have the auto coming in this box. Jaron Duran, Austin Martin Virtuosic, Ricardo Genovese, Jose Pastrano, Yon Kenzie Noel, and Jeremy Vargas. Not a bad break for Noel. I think we have Sapphire. We have foil out of the first edition and a chrome out of the hobby box. And the Yankees are not very good right now. Love hearing that. Blaze Jordan, High Five Futures, Jose Rodriguez, Diego Velasquez, Hedbert Perez, Fidel Montero, speak of the Yankees, Francisco Alvarez. 6 packs left, still looking for that auto. Fingers crossed for some orange. We have a redemption. Interesting. I don't know who was the redemption in this set. Kyle Mueller, Spencer Strider, Otani, JD Martinez. It's upside down. Redemption auto coming up. Who's redemption? Triantos, Ronier, Colas. I would love to see 2 of those names. Let's see. A chrome prospect. It looks like a base auto of Ronier. That was the one that I didn't necessarily want to see, Patrick. Who has Ronier Quintero? Base auto going there. I think that's 4 hobby boxes in a row we've seen a base auto. Jack Sawinski, Jonathan Clase, Vera, and Helio Ramos chromes. I don't know. I think I read something pretty good about Ronier Quintero, unless I'm getting my Cubs prospects confused. Lots of Ronier redemptions. Oh, would love to see Triantos there. Berger, Trey Sweeney, Valenzuela, chromes of Leonard and Tristan Casas. 4 packs left. Our big hit of this box so far has been that Genovese Purple Lava. Let's see if we could step that up. Well, I mean the Quintero base auto, but not that overwhelming a hobby box so far. Braylon Minier, Daryl Hernandez, Martin Jimenez, Diego Rincones, and Brennan Davis. Got a Max Muncy in the back there. It's a base. And Curtis Mead. Mead and Muncy. We have our Invicta. Finally, our Wander Franco coming out. Jonathan India, Bryce Harper. Leo Paguero is the Invicta. Robert Hassel, Diego Cartaya, Heriberto Hernandez. A few things to sleeve up there. That's making the box a little bit better. Wander Franco paper. Curtis Mead, chrome base. Max Muncy, chrome base. A couple of guys getting themselves on the board in chrome for the first time. And Leo Paguero with the Invicta. Let's see. Missed myself there. Oh, you a Waddle hit? See what we could do. Patrick, the list of guys that you almost got is growing. And one of them finally hit. Colson and Class A still slow, though. Leo in back-to-back packs for the top 100. Felix Valerio, Yosuar Garcia, Christian Roa, and Ricardo Genovese. Genovese having himself a nice box here. And one pack left out of the hobby box. Before we go, see what our final 3 autos of the break are. Spencer Torkelson, top 100. We have our Atomic, finally. Carlos Aguiar, Junior Sanchez, Alexander Vargas held out to the last pack. Alvin Guzman, and we have a first Roberto Campos. Nice Atomic. That's what we want to see out of the Atomic box hit. Nice card there. And let's sleeve up the Guzman and pull out some more penny sleeves. And then we'll go to our jumbo. Let's see. Had 9 to 12 you were bidding on or watching. How many did you end up with, Patrick? Let's see. What is the number? What number is the Cerny to? Darren, that's Cerny to 25. That's an orange. Number 13 of 25 on the Cerny orange foil. You just ended up in Noelvi? Oh, man. Going to get some more Noelvis for you. Although, I think we've called his name a few times. Nothing too big, though. I want to say we hit like 6 of them last break. Might have been the Bowman draft break, though. All right, everybody. Good luck. Hoping for lots of color autos out of this one. Since we got the base out of the hobby. Hopefully, Bowman is kind to us and evens us out. 2, 3, and 4. And there is the empty jumbo box. Any Pedro Leones yet? Let's go J, as in Jay Allen, I'm guessing? Or what J are we talking about? Dodgers in the last 162 are, geez. 1 O'Neal Cruz paper so far, Gary. Chaz, I can't remember Leone. There has to have been something. All right, everybody, good luck. Last box of the night. 3 more autos to go. Got some Clissé in the back. Got some paper, though, in the back in jumbos. Shane Baz, Jackson Cowher, Gavin Sheets, Juan Yepez. No other there. There's another O'Neal. Something for you, Gary. Rookie of the Year favorites. Yoelqui Cespedes. Khalil Watson, top 100. Cespedes High Five Futures. Tristan Cassis, Marcelo Mayer. Logan Cerny getting another card. Misael Gonzalez, Henry Mendez, and papers of Eddie's Leonard. Misael Gonzalez, Rodolfo Nolasco, Junior San Quintin, Jose Pastrana, and Clissé all in paper. Let's top upload that O'Neal Cruz for Gary. He's looking like he could have been a Rookie of the Year favorite for a while, but it's going to be tough for anybody to take it from Michael Harris. Maybe Vaughn will give him a run. Let's see. Pulled some O'Neal Cruz SPs recently. Can't decide. Zach, apparently not an O'Neal Cruz fan. Looking for some Muncie now. Oscar Colas would be appreciated. I wouldn't mind that either. Would love to see some McLean, some Colas, or some Giantos. Brandon Marsh, Seth Beer, Jaron Duran, Kyle Mueller, Spencer Strider. O'Neal only rakes against the Brewers. When he rakes, though, he hits bombs. Lewis Gill, Rookie of the Year favorite. Adley Rushman, High Five Futures. Matthew Liberatore, Top 100. How's he been doing since he got called up? Kevin Alcantara, Maximo Acosta, Sedane Rafaela getting another Chrome card. Victor Labrada, and Noelvi Marte, color. Noelvi Marte, gold. How about that, Patrick? Get one guy and we pull you some gold. 32 of 50 on the Noelvi. Welcome to our breaks, Patrick. Big prospect, big card. Let's move that Campos over, and we're going to get that Noelvi right back there in the display for Patrick. Nice card. Doesn't look like Luke Waddell, though, Tony. Let's sleeve up the Rafaela and Labrada while we have those cards. The rest of the cards down. Nice pack. Love seeing gold. Brandlinger, Rabam, Dominguez, Triana, Aldui, Ellie, Jackson Churio. Slow night for Churio besides that Chrome card. Adley is absolutely crushing. We still have our auto out of this top row, so one of these next two packs, most of the time at least, should have an auto in it. But we've seen some gold now. Ooh, we have a fuchsia paper, it looks like. Lewis Gill, Edward Cabrera, Hoy Park, Cal Raleigh, Alejo Lopez. There's a Trout, Rodolfo Castro, Rookie of the Year favorites. The fuchsia is a Javi Baez. I believe that goes to the AL Central lot. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. 159 of 299 on the Javi Baez fuchsia paper. Heston Top 100. Helio Ramos, Sal Frelick, Jack Sawinski getting a Chrome. Adrian Sagasti, Eddie's Leonard. There's Adley, speaking of. Darren Baker, Sagasti, Muziati. Junior Sanchez and Benjamin Bailey. Chaz, I'm pretty sure you've broken with us before. Unless I'm totally wrong in your first, and you aren't Chaz, and then I'm completely making it up. Chris, all right. Guess not. Guess we have. Sounds like we have somebody named Chaz McCormick who normally breaks with us then. All right, we should have an auto here, and I think I see base. Save the color for the end then. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Reed Detmers, O'Neal Cruz on the board again. Reed Detmers, Rookie of the Year favorites. Our auto is an Oriole. We're going to get another Hernandez. Luis Gonzalez. I think it's the first time I've seen his auto. Luis Gonzalez looking like a 5-year-old wrote it. Number 355 of 499 on the refractor auto, actually, not a base. Michael Harris getting the card. Alan Serta. Calvin De Castro, Reginald Preciado, Luis Angel Acuna, Alexander Ramirez Chromes, and Papers, Jose Ramos, Justice Thompson, Matthew Backstrom, Joshua Baez, Royce Mark Quintana, Velasquez, and Luis Gonzalez in paper. All right, our first color auto of the night, Luis Gonzalez refractor auto. He signs his name like he's scared to mess up. That's funny. Let's see. How about we do a double stack of these Hernandez cards? No, that seems wrong. All of a sudden, all the stands coming out. It's still 2 autos to pull. Let's see. No glares. Looking good. Baseball player. Oh, Chas McCormick. Thank you, Jason. That's why I'm thinking that. Wonder how much Churio is going to drop once his auto in Chrome comes out. He doesn't have an auto? I didn't know that. Michael Harris. Sleeve up the Rookie of the Year. O'Neal Cruz. Rookie of the Year 2B most likely. Same can be said for Alexander Ramirez on the Mets. Keola. Who's Cruz? Who Cruz? It's coming out in Bowman Chrome. Is that? Do you know that for sure, Zach? Looks like we have an Invicta here. Matt Manning, Colton Welker, Seth Beer, Jaron Duran, Kyle Mueller, Spencer Strider, Errol Vera having a night, getting what was it? An orange sapphire and an Invicta. Reginald Preciado, top 100. Colton Cowser, Jordan Lawler, Dario Lopez, Nico Cavadas, and we have a refractor coming up behind the Cavadas. And it's another hit for Andrew Lara. This time teal, 104 of 125, adding to his speckle. Frazier, Muncy, Escato, Yoswar Garcia, Khalil Watson, Verna Bell. We're getting the refractors to hit us first. They're just not coming up with the big names yet. Got to open up some more top loaders. They posted a picture of him signing. That is awesome. Any news on Jack Leiter that anybody's heard yet? You're saying that Ramirez isn't going to have a first auto? Is that something that's been announced too? Well, right. It makes sense that it wouldn't be a first auto. But whenever it is that he has his first auto. They messed up by missing Ramirez. Let's sleeve up that Andrew Lara, having a very nice night. 2 chrome serial numbered cards. Let's get the Cavadas, the Lopez, and the Vera sleeved up. Searching for 2 more autos still. I guess it means there's not going to be a lot of his autos then, because there's not a ton of Davis autos out there. Ooh, I think we have our second auto, and I think it's purple. We're going to get a number to 250 and a number to 199. Hopefully that doesn't mean that our last one's going to be base. Jake Berger. Sorry, Lopez. Taking a spill. Another Invicta behind this Otto Lopez, and it's another Noelvi Marte hit. More Noelvis. Let's see what we have in purple. Luis Verdugo. I think that's the Cubs prospect I heard some really good things about. It's a cool looking auto too. Pretty sure this is the first time I've seen a Luis Verdugo auto because I've never seen that signature before. 160 of 250, purple auto Verdugo. Into the break possibility there. Since we have two Hernandezes up there, I'm going to pull this Hernandez down, get that Verdugo front and center with the Hernandez Sapphire Auto. What do you guys think? Yeah, I like the diagonal auto. I don't know why. It's interesting looking signature too. Looks like an R. Don't know how that works exactly. What do you guys think? Hit of the break, the Hernandez or the Verdugo so far? Nick Gonzalez, top 100. Chromes of Heriberto, Max Muncy, Diego Rincones, Jose Ramos, Brendan Valenzuela, Jose Rodriguez, Arteaga, Peyton Wilson, and Lenyn Sosa. Lots to sleeve up there. Verdugo, Hernandez, Cerny. I was thinking that too, Darren. Push. No pushes allowed. Somebody's got to split the vote. Split the tiebreaker. All of a sudden, a nice night for Noelvi in one box. Let's see. I'll do it. It's the Noelvi 50. On some nights it could be. That'd be a rough night though. Lars Nootbaar, De La Cruz, Vidal Brujan, our second Wander paper. Christian Hernandez, Bowman in 3D. Jordan Walker, High Five Futures. Max Muncy getting a top 100 atomic, number 104 of 150. Haven't seen many of those. Austin Henrik, top 100. Mauricio, Brendan Davis, Justice Thompson, Felix Valerio, and Rodolfo Nolasco first. First chromes. Lopez, Campos, Dominguez, PA, papers. Let's see. Have to change Sundays as well. That Tanner Allen sells for 4. Yeah, I saw that, Zach. I'm definitely going to change my voting when I post that, and then I'll see what everybody else's votes were. I saw that Tanner Allen was that cheap. The Blaze has sold for over 100, which sounds insane to me. But I think that the Blaze has to end up being a top 3 from Sunday. That was an orange Sapphire Blaze, which I guess because it's still his first year, even though it's the third release he's been a part of, that gives it more value. Somebody said that in the break, and it seems like that's true. All right, 5 packs left. One more auto to go. Good-looking Meyer card, Ryan. I agree. Pulled a Greg Jones last break, and before that, I don't know that I had seen a single one of those. Ryan Bellotti, Lewis Gill, Edward Cabrera, Hoy Park, Cal Raleigh, Alejo Lopez. Speaking of Blaze Jordan, Bowman in 3D, Bobby Witt Jr., High Five Futures, Hunter Green, top 100, Nongo, Kinney, Valera finally getting a chrome card, Jay Allen, Jose Salas, Luca Tresh, Sedane Rafaela, Valenzuela, Vivas, Vargas, and Need papers. Let's see, Comp is running that Hernandez at 80, so I'm guessing that would be the top. You don't think the Verdugo is going for 80? What's the Verdugo, like a $60 card then? I would have thought it would be more than that, and I would definitely hold it then if it's less than 80 right now. All right, one more auto coming. I don't think it's in this pack. Ketel Marte starting off again. Brandon Marsh, Jake Berger. Otto Lopez, Marco Luciano, Virtuosic. Brennan Davis, High Five Futures. Colton Cowser, Top 100. Ed Howard, Edgar Quero, Maki Backstrom, Brian Bello, Robbie Martin Jr., Colson Montgomery, crazy slow night for him, Christian Roa, Logan Cerny, Rincones, Hernandez, Jimenez, Mendez, and Samat Taylor. Verdugo is 38. Man, I would no chance I'm selling that yet. I've heard some good things about Verdugo. I might even try and go out and buy one of those in that case. Noelby's about 15. I mean, that's a hold. I mean, you wait until he gets called up, has a couple of good games, and that card easily sells for 75. I would think, Patrick. Hold it for a decade. I didn't see what that back card was, but it looks like it's a sky blue paper refractor. Aaron Ashby, Luke Williams, Ryan Velati, Reed Detmers, O'Neal Cruz getting his third paper rookie card. Austin Henrik Virtuosic, CJ Abrams, the National. Curious to see what that does to his card value. Brennan Davis, ever since we said his name, he's been coming out nonstop. Top 100. Tyler Sadish from Brett Beatty, Luke Waddell. Would have liked to see some color there, but Waddell on the board again. Anthony Rodriguez, Fidel Montero, Trey Sweeney, Edgar Quero, Eduardo Lopez, Victor Labrada. What about Vaughn Grisham, Gary? What rookie of the year? Cerny comp? I'm gonna guess 35 to 40. I think Cerny's Superfractor only sold for like the non-auto. I think went for like $550 or maybe even slightly less than that. Fidel Montero, Dustin Harris, Robbie Martin Jr., Elijah Tatis, and Brandon Valenzuela getting the first sky blue paper. That is 363 of 499. I was definitely looking at trying to pick up that Cerny Super with how low it was, but ended up shooting up a bunch in the last, shot up like 200% in the last 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, Vaughn Grisham just got called up. Yes, Vaughn Grisham hitting 450 in his first week and a half in the majors. Very annoying, those Braves. National League Rookie of the Year is going to be either Strider or Harris. Too many good Braves rookies. I don't like it. Still searching for that last auto. It looks like it's here, and it looks like it's a base, and I think I see a bat. Matt Vierling, Josiah Gray, Joe Ryan, Rodolfo Castro, Connor Wong, Josh Lowe, Wilman Diaz. Let's see who our last auto is. It is a National. Royce Quintana. R10. Kind of a cool auto. Not a bad hit there. Royce Quintana, base auto. Tyler Soderstrom, top 100. Jeter Downs, Francisco Alvarez, Brady Allen, Yorbit Vivas, Dustin Harris. Finally getting a couple of Harrises on the board. Vera Wagner, Alvin Guzman, Angeles Rodriguez, and Cavadas. Let's sleeve the Royce Mar up and top load him. We'll sleeve up these other firsts, and then we'll open up this last pack, and then recap the break. Let's see. Keola, you got the Royce Mar? Snuck out the auto pull at the very end of the break for you. Lars Nootbaar, Brian De La Cruz, Vidal Brujan will sneak out one more Wander Franker Franco paper. Trout, Luis Angel Acuna, Virtuosic, Henry Davis top 100, Malcolm Nunez, Yoelqui Cespedes, Misael Urbina, Samad Taylor, PCA, Carlos Aguilar, Lizarraga, Machado, Salinas, J-Rod finishes off the break. Let's sleeve these up, and then we'll recap the break, and I will give my final thought on what I think the top three are. Let's see, want to trade any? There's no LVs for a Trout numbered to 10. Tony definitely got lucky on Lara. At least a couple hits there. Franco got hurt during rehab. Oh, jeez. That's not a good reputation to start building this early in his career. He never got injured in the minors, as far as I can remember. Quintana, top hit of the break, you're saying? All right, guys, let's recap the break tonight. Thank you, everybody who joined. All right, we are starting off the recap with the Royce Mark Quintana base auto. Brendan Valenzuela, sky blue paper refractor. Valera base. Max Mayer. Atomic top 100. Max Muncy base. Darrell Hernandez yellow foil numbered to 71. 75. 51 to 75. Andrew Lara teal chrome refractor numbered 104 of 125. There's the Michael Harris, O'Neill Cruz inserts. Max Muncy base. Curtis Mead base. Ronier Quintero base auto. Warming Bernabel, Ellie De La Cruz base. Andrew Lara with his second hit. Speckle refractor chrome numbered to 299. Khalil Watson, James Wood, Yon Kenzie Noel, and J-Rod foils. Sky blue. Jose Ramos sapphire. Arrow Vera orange sapphire number 2 of 50. Sedane Rafaela sapphire. Everson Ortega and Edgar Cuero mojo refractors. Jackson Churio base. Dory Lorenzo fuchsia refractor number to 299. And then heading to the back, we're going to go first off the board is going to be that Ricardo Genovese. Cool looking card. Purple refractor numbered 15 of 250. Second off the board, we're going to take the other end, Roberto Campos atomic, not numbered, but box hit. We're going to go we're actually going to go Luis Gonzalez next. Luis Gonzalez refractor auto to 499. Then we're going to go Noelvi off the board at 4. Just out of the money. Number 32 of 50. Cerny is going to be number 3 with the orange, number 13 of 25 foil first edition. And I can't disagree with the numbers. So Verdugo, purple refractor auto, number 160 of 250. And Darrell Hernandez coming in at number 1, 95 of 99 on the teal auto out of Sapphire. So I'll take my votes and I'll average it with whatever other votes we got in here, and that'll decide the leaderboard that goes into the Facebook group. Like I mentioned, if anybody wants to be part of that contest, you just have to join the Facebook group. I'll drop the link in one more time. But besides that, we are back at it on Sunday. Thank you, everybody, for joining the break tonight. Let's see. $25 auto. It's not bad for the Quintana base, honestly. Not letting any no LV go until he gets called up. I totally agree with that one, Zach. Yeah, Kiola, welcome back, man. Happy we can pull you an auto in the first one back. Zach, we'll see you Sunday for some Jay Allens. And Tony, glad we can pull you a bunch of Hernandez. Thanks for joining. Patrick, thanks for joining the break for the first time. We will see everyone around. Chris, Zach, everybody have a good night. We'll see you guys on Sunday.